Hello everybody, my name is Dirty Dutch Mantell and Mountain Empire. This is your wrestling.
Side of the ring here. Here comes referee Jake Booth. Well, maybe not referee Jake Booth anymore. Professional wrestler Jake Booth. He reaches in, grabs hold of Scott Sterling. Scott Sterling just punched him in the top of the head. Wait a minute. Taking a steel chair and driving it in on Steve Flynn. Jake Booth, not really much that he can do, just one man by himself against three. Wait just a minute. Bringing a chair down across the back of Steve Flynn. They intend to injure him big time. Wait a minute. He is bringing out Bo James' bullwhip. Good Lord. If that had connected, it would have cut the hide off both of them. All right, the Big Business Army is going to keep the tag team titles, but Bo James has got that bullwhip. Steve Flynn laying down in the ring. He's really hurt. Folks, we're going to try to get this sorted out. Jake Booth did all he could do. We'll be back right after this. Don't you dare go away.
Season, I'm not going to let them get me down. I'm going to just say, let's just back it off. And we'll let them say whatever they want to say because nobody cares what they say anyways. Okay. Get out of here. Well, I hope y'all are happy. What are you doing? Oh, come on! Don't you do that! Come on! Frank Parker, what are you doing? Frank, stop that! Oh, my God! He's driving that back right into the base of his spine, Randy. Look at that. That's about the fourth shot right to the base of his spine.
Absolutely. Both head backbones in the house. Here comes Jake. Here comes other help in here trying to get him out of here. This is a terrible. Bo James is hurt. He's hurt bad. Valiant's down.
This is absolutely uncalled for here. Frank Parker has hit Bo James right at the base of his spine with that baseball bat about 4 times. Thank goodness, Jake.
I don't want us to editorialize about what the condition will be. It looks bad. It really looks bad.
He took probably 4 or 5 shots straight to the base of the spine, the lower lumbar area. I mean, there's so much that could be going wrong here. I mean, when you start talking about the spine and possible spinal cord injuries, it's a Pandora's box of potential problems. Backing down from you.
We can do it right now. We can get up here and we can do it tonight. Right now. Come on.
Frank, that's not necessary.
Come on. Yeah, come on, Bo. Come on.
Don't you dare touch it. Frank Parker. Oh. Wrestling fans, there you saw a special video package kind of covering a little bit of the history that's gone on between this man, Frank the Tank Parker, and the James family. And it's going to kind of come to a head this Friday night at the Boys and Girls Club in Kingsport, Tennessee, wrestling fans, as it's going to be this man, Frank the Tank Parker, taking on Jake Booth in a main event matchup that's highly anticipated because there's some very special stipulations involved here. In order for Frank Parker to win this match, he's got to make Jake quit. He's got to make him submit. say uncle, basically. Jake, on the other hand, he can win the match via pinfall or disqualification. Frank Parker, you've done a lot of damage. I know you're probably looking forward to this Friday night.
Yes, I am, Joe. You know, I have beat Jake Booth from one side of the East Coast all the way across the country. The guy keeps coming back. You got to give him credit. He's tough. Not very smart, but hey, look what family he comes from. No wonder he's not smart. You know, Jake Booth, I'm so sick and tired of beating you up. Every time that I come to Tennessee, I've got to beat you up, somebody in the James family up. You know, where's Steve Flynn? Why don't he come and help somebody? He's scared. Where's KC Thunder? Scared. Nobody's seen either one of them. During this whole deal that I've had with the James family, where are them two at? The smartest ones of the whole bunch, because they tucked their tail and ran. Now, Jake, you actually think that you're going to step in the ring with me this coming Friday night and have the slightest chance of winning? You got to be kidding me. Not only am I going to make you submit, not only am I going to make you tap, I'm going to hurt you permanently. This is as real as it gets, Joe. Okay? This is the real deal. I got rid of Bo. I got rid of Misty. I've gotten rid of everybody in the James family, except for one. Jake, your time's now. You want to play with the big boys? You want to find out what it's like to step in the ring against a real wrestler? This is it. Friday night, Jake, you will get hurt.
Fans, you don't want to miss it. Boys and Girls Club, Kingsport, Tennessee. It's a David and Goliath situation. Jake Booth against Frank the Tank Parker. Be there.
Right there, you all heard from Frank Parker. Now, Jake, most people would look at this Friday night's match as just a regular old wrestling match. But, brother, you've got to look at this as family pride. This man has hurt our uncles. He's hurt our cousins. He's even stooped so low as to hurt our aunt. Now, he has to make you quit to win this match, but you can pin him. He can be disqualified all the regular ways, but he has to make you quit. And this man has only been pinned 3 times in the last 5 years of his professional wrestling career. What's going through your mind right now?
Frank, you've been wrestling for over 20 years. You've wrestled in WWE. Every big name to come across East Tennessee, you've beat him. You've broke my Uncle Steve's back. You've hurt my Uncle Bo's back. He's had surgery. You bruised my Aunt Misty's ribs. It's time for you to get hurt. You're going to beat me up. You're going to hurt me. But you will never make me quit. I'm going to do in one night what has taken you 20 years to do. I'm going to have the reputation of the man who stopped Frank Parker.
Calvary Baptist Church, 1238 Pine Street, Kingsport, Tennessee. Regular schedule of services: Sunday, 9:15 a.m. for Bible study fellowship class for all ages. 10:30 a.m. worship. 6 p.m. blast for children, wake for youth. Sunday night life for adults. Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. children and youth activities. 3D Bible study for adults.
If you are part of a non-profit organization, listen to this. You now have the opportunity to bring the wrestling TV stars to your town and make money for your group. Over the past 2 decades, Southern States Wrestling has helped raise money for church groups, schools, ball teams, volunteer fire departments, children's hospitals, Ronald McDonald House, scout troops, and many more. Our staff is waiting to hear from you and get started on what could be your biggest fundraiser to date. Southern States Wrestling and your group are the perfect tag team to raise the funds you need.
The TV stars are coming to a town near you. Saturday night, April the 12th. The Middle School, Lebanon, Virginia. An all-star card featuring Stan Lee, Frank Parker, Scott Sterling, Jake Booth, Misty James, and many others. Friday night, April the 11th, Rogersville, Tennessee, National Guard Armory. It's the Rumble in Rogersville. 15 stars compete in a Cyclone Stampede Rumble. Both men and women wrestlers in the ring in the Rumble. This coming Saturday night, April the 5th, the high school in Hayside, Virginia. Misty James, Jake Booth, Stan Lee, Frank Parker, and many more in Hayside this Saturday night. Don't you dare miss it. The Clash in Kingsport. this Friday night, April the 4th. Double main event. In main event number 1, Jake Booth defends his family pride and honor as he goes against the man who has injured several of his family members, Mr. Destruction Frank Parker. Main event number 2, Southern States champion Eric Darkstorm defends against the always dangerous Scott Sterling. Television title on the line. New champion Chris Miles defends against Alex Cage. Southern States ladies title, Misty James defends against Lora Lou. All of this plus 3 other big matches in Kingsport this Friday night. Save $3 on ringside seats by buying them in advance at kingofkingsport.com or Evermore Comics and Games on Eastman Road in Kingsport. That's the Clash in Kingsport this Friday night, April the 4th, 8 p.m. at Kingsport, Tennessee Boys and Girls Club just off Stone Drive. Don't you dare miss it. Be there.
A lot of exciting times going on here in Southern States Wrestling. April the 4th, we're going to be at the Boys and Girls Club in Kingsport, Tennessee. And on April the 11th, we return to Rogersville at the National Guard Armory. Misty, big times, homecoming tour right now.
That's right, Joe. Homecoming tour. Kingsport, Tennessee, huh? Yeah. Oh, I love my hometown. It's awesome. I've got one competitor that's shooting for this belt right now that I know very well. I've had several matches with her. Her name is Lora Lou. She's from Nashville, Tennessee. Laura Lou, girl, right now I want to tell you, all these fans right here in Kingsport, Tennessee is always behind me. Those right there are the reason why I am standing here right now. If you want to come to my hometown and try to take my belt away from me, Laura, honey, just go ahead and bring it. Because as everyone knows, I'm country strong. And when I step into this ring, I mean business. So bring it on, sweetheart.
There you have it, fans. You don't want to miss it. April 4th, Kingsport, April 11th in Rogersville. Misty, I know you're ready wherever they come.
That's right. I'm always ready, and they know I'm ready. And they're always ready for me to step into the ring and show them exactly what I have.
There you have it, fans. Your Southern States Wrestling Ladies Champion, Misty James. Ring the bell. Let's roll. All right, wrestling fans, here we go. We got a big Cyclone Stampede Battle Royal in the ring for you this week here with Southern States Wrestling. Joe Wheeler here along with Dakota Booth. And Dakota, we're kicking it off with Chris Miles and Alex Cage in this opening of the Cyclone Stampede Battle Royal. They're going to compete for a couple of minutes, and then every minute we're going to add a new guy to the mix.
Should be pretty interesting. Now, some guys drew numbers and some guys didn't draw numbers. They just kind of got thrown into this. So we'll see exactly who shows up to this battle royal.
Always a lot of fun, a lot of excitement whenever you have a battle royal type situation going on. You never know what's going to happen, as often the case here in Southern States Wrestling, fans, as we're glad you're checking it out and joining us here. Be sure to send us your comments and your emails. We always appreciate that fan feedback. And it's awesome because we do get emails from literally all over the world.
And it's pretty interesting, you know. You'll see a comment from, somewhere in another country, and you're like, well, it's pretty awesome that we're making an impact on people that we may not even ever get to meet. But we definitely appreciate your participation, definitely appreciate you viewing us and spending your time checking us out.
Alex Cage now got Miles back into that corner here, and a clean break was delivered there. We don't even have a referee in the ring because the referees are positioned on the outside of the ring. Their primary focus here is just to let it be known whenever a wrestler is thrown over the top rope and both feet hit the floor. So it's pretty much anything goes inside the squared circle during this Cyclone Stampede format here. As Cage now up and over Miles. Miles caught him right there. Nice hip toss takeover there by our television champion, Chris Miles. Brings Cage up into a big full body slam right there. And Miles with a beautiful textbook technique arm drag right there. Just as smooth as silk.
We're seeing some great technical wrestling here early on from our television champion, Chris Miles. That's really the name of his game, though, is technical wrestling. You know, he's hard to fight standing up, but if you get him on the ground, he's got that amateur wrestling, that high school, college wrestling background, and he will take you to school quickly.
No doubt about that. He'll twist you up like a pretzel before you even know what happened. Cage got reversed right there. Caught him with a big clothesline right there. Oh, and caught him with a short clothesline right there coming out. And pretty much cut Miles a flip on that when he almost landed on his head because Cage hit him with such ferocity that it took him right off his feet.
And that's Chris Miles' game is that technical wrestling. Alex Cage's game is just that brute strength that he has. And you see him right here trying to get Chris Miles to go over the top rope, and he's just not having it all. He's fighting with everything he's got in him.
Cage comes right back in with a big boot right to the midsection. Clubbering forearm style blows here as Cage hard straight right hand.
We've got just a few seconds before another wrestler enters this ring. Let's see what these two people can do while they're still in the ring together alone.
Cage now bringing Miles back up. Oh, caught him with a headbutt right there. And now going in trying to shoot that leg as Miles is holding on. It's time for another entry in this Cyclone Stampede Battle Royal. You never know who's coming out next.
And here it is, Bobo Brown now entering the ring with Chris Miles. And he goes right after Alex Cage.
That's kind of interesting, too, because Bobo, I was expecting to go after Chris Miles since they had fought for the television title, but he's focusing his attack on Cage. So, and it's not a bad strategy. Bobo now is going to work on Miles. It's not a bad strategy on Bobo's part to go after the man who is in the aggressor position and has obviously got the most energy at this point. So Bobo, his strategy is a little more sound than I thought, I guess.
And now we see Bobo getting...
Bobo trying to hold on there as Cage trying to pick him up, get him out of there. Bobo's 300 pounds, close to that 300-pound mark.
And as strong as Alex Cage is, he's still going to have a tough time throwing Bobo Brown over the top rope. And it's an excellent strategy right now by Chris Miles, kind of taking a breather over in the corner. And as I say that, Alex Cage goes over to take care of him. But Chris Miles takes advantage of that rest that he took, and he kind of goes on the offensive right there.
Miles does. He's on the attack now. Oh, nice maneuver right there, driving Bobo's face right into his shin. And yeah, you can tell from the look on Bobo's face right now. Oh my! Did you see that? He drop kicked him right square in the face. Bobo could be done now.
I'm not sure if they taught you how to do that in college wrestling, but he learned it somewhere, and it's very effective. Now,
Chris is extremely agile. Chris Miles is for a man his size. He can throw a drop kick and hit it right on the button, and he's shown that to us on TV.
Chris Miles kind of doing work here on both competitors that are in the ring. Is he might be in some trouble right now as Alex Cage is up, and both men seem to be going pretty hard at Bobo Brown here and trying to get him out of this ring. Either they see something that we don't see, or they're just flat out trying to get rid of the man.
We should be getting close to that 1 minute mark in time for another competitor to come in here, as every minute we're going to add another one. Bell's ringing to indicate another minute has passed by. Joe Biggs is coming in here. So we've got 4 men going down in the Cyclone Stampede. They have to be thrown over that top rope. Both feet hit the floor in order to be eliminated.
Jeff Briggs and Bobo Brown, and now Alex Cage, all of them going after the television champion. Now, we talked about earlier that target that those champions have on their back, and this is very apparent right here with all 3 of the men going after Chris Miles. And still, Bobo Brown is getting attacked.
They're teaming up on Bobo. They've got him pinned in the corner. Oh, and Cage just walked into that shot from Chris Miles. So the tables have turned here a little bit. The sides are evening up a little bit, as we've got 2 in one corner and 2 in another corner. We've got a 4-way fight here, this Cyclone Stampede with Southern States wrestling fans. We're glad you're checking it out and joining us this week, as Cage is trying his darndest to get Chris Miles out. It's time for another competitor to enter the Cyclone Stampede.
And here comes Jake Booth. Now, this is what you like to see in a battle royal: is 2 fights going on when another competitor enters. You really kind of like to see where they're going to go with that. And Jake pulls Alex Cage off of Chris Miles and just goes to work.
He's going to put him out right here. He's got him draped over that top rope.
Miles is hanging on for dear life, and he fights his way back into the ring.
Jake's firing in those hard right hands. Oh, and stinging with those lefts. 3 hard lefts, and there's that right. As Jake's taking it right to Cage here. And look at Jake going right in there with a chokehold, huh? Throwing the rules out.
Not real sure where he learned that one from. Oh, and there's Jeff Briggs going right after Jake Booth. There's all kinds of battery going on in this ring.
Bobo's got Cage over in the corner. He's ripping and tugging at his face. Another minute has passed. Another entrant into the battle, into the Cyclone Stampede here. Crunch of the Death Riders.
Big body slam from Chris Miles onto Jeff Briggs.
Briggs is definitely hurting from that one. Jake's got Crunch over in the corner now, putting it to him as Chris Miles and Bobo Brown are starting to exchange a few shots. Of course, both Bobo and Chris were in that final for the television tournament, and Chris was able to get that victory over Bobo. Oh, Bobo's getting hit everywhere. Getting hit high, getting hit low.
All that was left was the teammates, Alex Gage and Chris, Jeff Briggs, and they were not going to fight each other, so they tagged up on Bobo Brown. And now Alex Cage is on Bobo Brown, Jeff Briggs is on Chris Miles, and Crunch and Jake Booth are still at it in the corner.
Cage taking Bobo into that top turnbuckle right there as he's trying to dump him over. But he's got a fight on his hands to do that. Another minute has passed. Another man entered.
Attention Mountain Empire. Do you have a business, website, products, or an event to promote? Let us help you reach the masses with TV and internet ads. For just a few dollars a week, we offer commercial spots on Southern States Wrestling, reaching over 150,000 homes in the Mountain Empire and the world with YouTube. Don't wait. Jump on this opportunity now to reach a large audience for an affordable price. Email sswking@aol.com for all the info. Advertising packages you cannot afford to pass up.
Car owners, does your vehicle have less than 120,000 miles on it? Is it less than 10 years old? Is your current auto warranty about to expire? Well, Cover America Auto Care has a very special offer just for you. With current economic conditions causing bankruptcies and a downturn in new car sales, Cover America Auto Care now offers inexpensive mechanical breakdown coverage direct to the public. You can save thousands of dollars on auto repairs. A toll-free line has been made available so car owners can call and get a free no-obligation quote. This auto protection is backed by an A-rated insurance carrier. Plus, you get a claims department that has an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. 24-hour emergency roadside assistance is also included. You will be amazed at how much you can save on future car repair bills. So call for your free, no-obligation quote now. Do not wait. Get covered today and rest easy tonight.
The TV stars are coming to a town near you. Saturday night, April the 12th. The Middle School, Lebanon, Virginia. An all-star card featuring Stan Lee, Frank Parker, Scott Sterling, Jake Booth, Misty James, and many others. Friday night, April the 11th, Rogersville, Tennessee, National Guard Armory. It's the Rumble in Rogersville. 15 stars compete in a Cyclone Stampede Rumble. Both men and women wrestlers in the ring in the Rumble. This coming Saturday night, April the 5th, the high school in Hayside, Virginia. Misty James, Jake Booth, Stan Lee, Frank Parker, and many more in Hayside this Saturday night. Don't you dare miss it. The Clash in Kingsport this Friday night, April the 4th. Double main event. In main event number 1, Jake Booth defends his family pride and honor as he goes against the man who has injured several of his family members, Mr. Destruction Frank Parker. Main event number 2, Southern States Champion Eric Darkstorm defends against the always dangerous Scott Sterling. Television title on the line, new champion Chris Miles defends against Alex Cage. Southern States Ladies title, Misty James defends against Lora. All of this plus 3 other big matches in Kingsport this Friday night. Save $3 on ringside seats by buying them in advance at kingofkingsport.com or Evermore Comics and Games on Eastman Road in Kingsport. That's the Clash in Kingsport this Friday night, April the 4th, 8 p.m. at Kingsport, Tennessee Boys and Girls Club just off Stone Drive. Don't you dare miss it. Be there.
You know, whenever I found out I was wrestling Scott Sterling on April the 4th, Kingsport Boys and Girls Club, you know, it really kind of interests me a lot because I got to point out he's the longest reigning Tennessee champion. He's the longest reigning TV champion, the longest reigning tag team champion. So what would be more fitting than to square against the longest reigning Southern States heavyweight champion? I've already defended the belt 5 times since I won it back from Kyle Matthews. I'm really looking forward to this match. April the 4th, Scott Sterling, you're going down. There's 2 things you can do about that. Actually, 1, nothing. Nothing.
Wait a minute, Frank Parker didn't even wait.
He's just
taking
Chase Daniels out of the equation, and he goes in and he is going to work.
Chase Daniels didn't even hardly make it in there, and Frank basically eliminated him that fast. Frank Parker now just threw Cage out.
Chase Daniels just walks back to the locker room. Frank Parker probably did him a favor. Hopefully he sees that as a favor as Frank Parker tosses Jeff Briggs out. Frank Parker is going to town here. He's just doing work as he enters this ring. As he takes another competitor out, TV champion Chris Miles. And now he's going to help Crunch finally toss Bobo Brown out of this ring.
There goes Bobo.
And Bobo is officially out. And now this does not look good for Jake Booth. Frank Parker and Crunch in the ring with Jake Booth.
And now they're planning something. Jake is going to be in for a heck of a fight right here.
He is backed into a corner, and this is not good, but he is not backing down. He is inviting them as the crowd grows silent to figure out what exactly is going to happen. Frank Parker just sends his goon Crunch in to take care of Jake Booth.
Frank's just waiting. He's like a vulture circling. He's going to pick up whatever pieces Crunch leaves behind. Oh, and just that fast, Crunch eliminated himself.
It is down to Jake Booth and Frank Parker as Jake takes the straps off as he's going to town. The trading blows here.
Here they go. Don't forget, fans, April the 4th, Kingsport Boys Club in Kingsport, Tennessee, and then April the 11th in Rogersville at the National Guard Armory. It's Jake and Frank on the 4th at the Boys and Girls Club. You don't want to miss it. You're getting a small taste right here on television of what it's going to be like as Frank's got Jake in trouble.
And Jake is holding on here, wrapping his leg around Frank Parker's. And here comes Misty James. Oh! She throws a handful of dust into Frank Parker, and Jake Booth tosses Frank Parker out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Cyclone Stampede, Jake Booth!
Just watch yourself and watch what you say to me.
Quite frankly, Frank Parker, I don't really care what you have to say, but for the viewers, I'm going to let you speak.
First of all, you ever stick your nose in my business again, and it'll be the last time, I can guarantee you that. Jake Booth, Misty James, Bo James, the entire James family, including you. I'm sick and tired of your crap. I got rid of every single one of you, and you keep coming back. What happens next? It's not on me. Your blood is on your hands. It's your fault. This is as real as it gets. This ain't play. I'm not joking around. This is serious, real-life business. I'm coming for you, Jake Booth. You get in my way, and I'll end you too. Get out of my way.
Don't you dare miss it. The Clash in Kingsport. This Friday night, April the 4th. Double main event. In main event number 1, Jake Booth defends his family pride and honor as he goes against the man who has injured several of his family members, Mr. Destruction Frank Parker. Main event number 2, Southern States champion Eric Darkstorm defends against the always dangerous Scott Sterling. Television title on the line. New champion Chris Miles defends against Alex Cage. Southern States ladies title, Misty James defends against Lora. All of this plus 3 other big matches in Kingsport this Friday night.